Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Pikachu knees. Welcome back. It's LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you guys so much for coming into another fantastic video upload of me commentating / responding to the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 895 of Spirited Conversation. And yes, this episode has been filled with spirited conversations, from car washes to J. Cole's double disc album coming out, to the horse and carriage allegedly getting retired. And we're only 38 minutes, 15 seconds into this. Just 38 minutes, 15 seconds into this. And Mona showed up, y'all. Mona showed up at about the 25-minute marker. Wow. The link is in the description below if you're interested in following along with me with this particular segment, or if you want to run the whole video back. Once again, the link is in the description below if you want to follow along to the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 895 of Spirited Conversation. Speaking of spirited conversation, my cool peeps, what causes a spirited conversation is the game of Monopoly. How many of you have played the game before? Look, I played the game. It is not my favorite. I get sleepy playing it. It takes so long. I start losing count of stuff. I'm like, why are we even playing this? It starts turning from being a fun game and a little get together to a whole business. And I'm like, I'm sleepy. I shouldn't have to be thinking so hard on a board game. Maybe that's why they call them board games, because I'd rather be playing something else like an actual video game. If I'm going to be spending time playing games using that much mental brain power, I need to be on the computer, a desktop, playing Roblox, or trying my best to play Call of Duty. Y'all, I'm trash on Call of Duty. I'm not even going to tell you what my name is on there. I'm trash. I admit it, but I'd rather be on there trying to get better than sitting around a board with some paper mache money playing Monopoly. So in the 38-minute, 15-second marker, everyone's around talking about the game of Monopoly. Number one, talking about co-op Monopoly. It's just the one who brought it up. I'm like, what is co-op Monopoly? Are we tagging up like the WrestleMania people? Are we tagging up to play Monopoly? When did they start doing that? Why are we tagging up? Why are we doing this? So I had to look to see what in the world is really going on. Have you guys ever played Monopoly like that, where you partner up with people? I'm like, talk about another perspective. So I have here the rules when playing Monopoly co-op, and to my surprise, my LOL surprise, there is an answer. According to AI Overview, cooperative Monopoly aims for players to collectively own all properties and monies, often requiring all players to win or lose together. By managing shared goals. Rules typically include pooling resources, sharing property management, and working to build a prosperous city rather than bankrupting opponents. Why would you want to sit around the table and bankrupt anybody? Because that means the money is going to dry up, and all you're doing is putting the money somewhere else. Why not just keep all facets open and all flows of water going? Continuing on to AI Overview in reference to what's new to me, which is cooperative Monopoly. Yawn. That's a hard pass to the trash. It's got shared ownership in reference to common cooperative Monopoly rules and house rules, shared ownership, property management, collective debt, and no bankruptcy. So far as shared ownership, my cool peeps, it says here, hold on, I have to move the tab over so I can see what I'm doing. Shared ownership, players work together to acquire all properties and create a joint treasury. It sounds like a terrible idea. The game is won when all properties are owned by the group. Property management on the grounds of common cooperative monopoly rules. Players can pay a maintenance fee, for example, $50 to the bank to keep properties or manage properties for other for others for a fee. We've got collective debt. If a player lands on the space, rent may be paid into a group fund rather than just to the individual owner. Cost of city maintenance can be shared equally. Look, I don't like this already. All this jibber jabber and hogwash, it sounds like we're up here splitting tips. If I'm going to be working my behind off at a fancy schmancy restaurant, I want all my tips. I don't want to share nothing with nobody. Okay? So why are we doing this? Bringing this application into some Monopoly co-op. Collective debt. If a player lands on the space, rent may be paid into a group fund rather than just to the individual owner. Cost of city maintenance can be shared equally. Continuing on with AI overview in the reference to what in the world is co-op monopoly. No bankruptcy. The goal is to avoid any player going bankrupt, emphasizing shared success. I could do bad at Monopoly all by myself. In the episode of What's Happening, are you all together? Are you? Moving forward, unofficial co-op variants. Have you guys heard of the two unofficial co-op variants? Number one is 2-player trading, and number 2, double personas. Y'all, this is deep into the rabbit hole of multiple personalities. I haven't read nor skimmed over what either of the two definitions mean, but 2-player and double personas in the game of Monopoly co-op. What you saying? We have to have a split personality to play this? No. Oh no. Unofficial co-op variants according to AI overview technology. 2-player trading. 2-player trading. Players agree to trade properties until both have complete color sets. Oh, now we bring a race into this? What you mean? Complete color sets. Focusing on maximizing total net worth rather than eliminating the opponent. Sounds like the church people who say, when you pay God your 10%, pay it out of your gross and not the net. I'm like, why you all in my pockets? First of all, second of all, and third of all. Next and lastly, regarding unofficial co-op variants, double personas. Now, this is the one I want to know about. Does playing co-op Monopoly by way of double personas require you to have a split personality? It says here, double personas. Each player controls 2 tokens to simulate a 4-player game. Oh man. How you gonna play this without getting mixed up? Double personas, y'all. Each player controls 2 tokens to simulate a 4-player game, increasing the opportunities for trade and collaboration. Why not just play the game by yourself then? Because just reading that by myself, reading that definition of the double personas in Monopoly co-op is confusing already. You're going round and round on a paper board. How can you not get dizzy? Double personas. No thank you. And lastly, alternatively, according to AI overview, the board game Co-opoly is specifically designed for cooperative play, where players work together to build a functional, democratic organization. Now, where in the world have politics started getting dragged into a board game? Y'all, I'm tired. The thought is simply making me tired. We can't go on together with suspicious past. You are going to be having your opponents look at you sideways if you up here playing Monopoly with 3 people, including yourself, and you're like, I'm going to take on the role of playing Monopoly double persona, so I need 2 pieces. They're going to be like, what's wrong with you? You acting a little flaky around the edges. Is you okay? Good mercy. Okay, so like at the 38-minute 50-second marker, Joe and Mark are talking about how they both agree that playing any type of board game or any game in general should not bring out a side of a person that have them other people around looking at you like, man, are you Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? They're talking about, it's crazy how when playing a game, i.e., for example, Monopoly, how people turn up and really get villainous, like on their Cruella de Vil type situation. So I'm like, yes, I hear this all the time. And watching a few people through my lifetime participate in board games, like when we have free time at school, and listening to other people talk about board game experiences, some people do all turn it all the way up and they turn into a tyrant. You think Uncle Scrooge was something than DuckTales. Woo! Nah, some people get on these games, man, and they just turn into beasts, like Beauty and the Beast. Get out! Dun, dun, get out! So on AI Overview, I asked the question on the lines of Monopoly. Had the Monopoly game turned people evil while playing? And so, of course, there's some valuable information that I want to read to you guys by way of AI Overview. It says, yes, it is a commonly joke about, and sometimes serious, sentiment that Monopoly turns people, quote, evil, end quote, or more accurately, brings out ruthless, greedy, and selfish behavior. Now, when I'm playing Mario Karts, watch out. The game is designed to force players into antagonistic roles where the objective is to bankrupt opponents, which often leads to intense arguments, ruined friendships, oh my goodness, and in some cases, family drama. Are you serious? Here is how the game encourages this behavior. Encourages greed. Number 2, the evil origins. Number 3, cheating and conflict. 4, mobile game tactics. And 5, strategic ruthlessness. So here's how the game encourages this behavior. Encourages greed. The core mechanics of building up wealth and charging rent requires players to act selfishly, often leading to a, quote, cutthroat, end quote, atmosphere where the game is to leave others with nothing. Sounds like YouTube. The evil origins. Ironically, the game was originally created as the landlord's game to demonstrate the dangers of landlord monopolies and capitalism. It was intended to show how a small group of people could steal wealth from others. Wow, well, when you look at it that way, I understand how the Pandora's box of people allegedly turning evil playing the Monopoly game can happen. So is the Monopoly game the original Jumanji? Dun dun dun! Carrying on, my cool peeps, according to AI Overview, here are how the games encourages behavior for people to turn evil. Mobile game tactics. Monopoly Go, a mobile version, is designed with mechanics similar to casinos, aimed at making players act greedily by attracting, stealing, and taking advantage of others. Y'all, this sounds like some pirate stuff. We've got cheating and conflicts. Stories exist of players, including family members stealing money from the bank or hiding it under the board. The game frequently ends in arguments or with the board being flipped. What in the name of Stranger Things is going on? What in the upside down is going on? And lastly, my cool peeps, because I know you are leaning in with your popcorn, crunching on your snacks like, oh, this is good, I cannot believe it. It's the ruthlessness of it all, the strategic ruthlessness. The game has been described as a, quote, snowball, end quote, game, where the first person to build houses squeezes money out of the others, encouraging a ruthless approach to win. While many find this game intense, competitive, or even evil gameplay to be a part of the fun, it is widely recognized that the game can bring out the worst. You bring out the best in me. That was the church song from the early 90s. Well, maybe he flipped the script and was playing the game of Monopoly with his family and friends. And he flipped over the board game, and there's like, you know what? This game bring out the worst in you. And he's like, you know what? I can flip this over and turn it into a gospel song. You bring out the best in me. Have you ever sat around the game of Monopoly and instantly saw people start transforming and started levitating off of the floor like, I am going to dominate and crush you in this game? I'm like, I gotta go get something out of the car. I'll be right back. Skirt! Ooh, see you never. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, guys. I am looking forward to reading the comments about any Monopoly woes that happened to you. Has anyone taken it so far where it comes to you being hospitalized? They say don't play no dice games. Well, the way things are going and the way AI Overview presented this, don't play no Monopoly games either.